Yo, what up? What's happening? You already know what it is. It's your guy, Fatty, outside looking inside. Let's do it.
I just how I come at you live, man. My nigga say that shit, sure official, man. You know what I'm saying? Free me, my nigga. Free, I've been down $7, nigga. I'm so official, nigga. For sure, man. Free Roddy, nigga.
Eddie got another one.
Yo, what's happening? Real quick, I got some emails from people saying that they've been looking for Lynn Bob's book and they can't find it nowhere. Unfortunately, he got into a horrible business deal with a horrible book company, publisher, consultant, whatever she want to call herself. She trashed. She stole money. She didn't do the right things. I wish I could say her name. I wish I could do something so that y'all know who this person is. Put her on blast. I'm gonna find out if it's something that I can do to make it be known who she is, because she is horrible, and she steals money from people that's incarcerated, people that incarcerated as well as their families. She horrible. So like I said, I'm gonna try to find out if it's a way that I can expose her, get her out there, so everybody can know who this person is, because she's scandalous. But anyway, his book is taken down off of Amazon. It was on Amazon. It's no longer on Amazon. We're in the process of helping Limbaugh to refurbish his book and put it out. New cover, new name, everything, his own ISBN. So he'll get all the proceeds, him and his family. So stick around, stay tuned. When that jump off, definitely gonna have a copy, and definitely gonna let you know. I'm in the process of doing something myself with my own material, and once that's ready, definitely gonna let you know about that as well. I got a couple other personal emails. I'm not gonna say the people's names. I asked them to let me interview them, and they have loved ones that's incarcerated. One female asked me about her significant other, and said that he's in a halfway house, and um, they won't let him come home until he get X amount of dollars on his books. Something I never heard of. Like, if you in a halfway house, you already been basically released. You halfway in, you halfway out. So in the halfway house, they grant you a opportunity to go and get a job, and with your job, they take a percentage of your paycheck, and that's for housing you. And once your time is up, you can be released. From my understanding, how they do it up here in Cleveland, Ohio, and surrounding cities. So I felt like that was game. Uh, I emailed her back and let her know. I haven't heard anything else from her, but that's how I felt. Whatever what I told her is how I felt. I went more in depth about it with her, and I asked her more questions to try to see like how long she been knowing this person and things of that nature. But I haven't heard nothing back. Also received the email from a young lady um, asking me to find out about her brother that did some time in prisons that I was in. And I asked around. I asked a couple people because I didn't know him personally. I asked a couple people, and the reviews I got was like, mediocre. He really wasn't a troublemaker. He really wasn't the best guy either. But yeah, she wanted my advice. My advice would be just pray on it, and you got to go with your first mind. You have to go with your first mind. But on the flip side of the coin, prison is a hard place. Prison is a hard place, and especially when you got that monkey on your back. You know what I'm saying? On the streets, you had a monkey on your back, and then you do something silly and catch a charge and go to prison, and it's still drugs and stuff inside the prison. So you still got the monkey, still got the monkey. So it's a lot of stuff going on. It's a whole long conversation about that, and I really don't want to get off into that right now. But I feel myself kind of drifting, so I'm gonna shift and get up off of that. But yeah, that's the information for her. A little information for her. Also sent her a return email too. I ain't hear nothing else from her. Um, but yeah, that's that on that. I got a couple questions and that I'm gonna hop into. And the first question is, I know you were there for a long time. Is there anything that you miss about prison? No, it's nothing about prison that I miss. Absolutely nothing. I made some really close friends. Um, well, actually, the ones that I'm thinking about right now, I call them my brothers. They are my brothers. Unfortunately, they're not trying to let a couple of them out of prison. Period, for crimes that they committed. And but I think about them. I think about them on the regular. I send them pictures. I JPay them. I talk to them on the phone. When I get a couple dollars, a couple extra dollars or something, I send them something. And what I like about it is, what make it easier for me is that they don't ask me for nothing. They don't ask me for nothing, really, because it's really no need to ask me, because I know what's going on. Like, if you've been in prison and you did years as much as me, half is what I did. Like, you know what's going on in there. You know what the homies want. You know what the homies will appreciate. Um, and it don't take much. It don't take much. I remember days when I was in there and I was down. I was down. I was just having a bad day, and mail call will come, and I get a letter, and it might got one page letter with a picture. And that'll just blow my whole day up. I'm up. I'm happy. I'm moving. You know what I'm saying. I'm right back. It's just something small. Just something small. It don't take a whole lot. You ain't gotta. It's good if you do it, but you don't have to just come $200 food box and clothes box, and you know what I'm saying. It's just letting the person know that you are in their corner. Um, Appreciative type people. You got people that's not appreciative too, but for me and the few people that I deal with, it don't take a lot. My next question is, have you ever assaulted or been assaulted by COs? Um, yeah, but I was cuffed and I was charged with assault. It's a long story. They was lying on me. Excuse me. Had something to do with a cell phone. Um, and there was a little scuffle. A little scuffle ensued. But I was cuffed behind my back, and I still ended up on top. I want to tell the story, but I guess I will at a later date. I ain't gonna do it right now. But yeah, I got assaulted, and I did a little assaulting myself. Not saying it's right, but in my situation, I was really defending myself. Have you ever underestimated someone in prison? No, I can't say that. No, I never underestimated nobody. I treat everybody the same. Everybody. I don't care if you little, big, medium size, white, black. It it don't matter. Your reputation, it don't matter. I treat everybody the same. I go at everybody the same. Period. Um, yeah, I might use different tactics or whatever, but I never ever underestimate nobody, because I done saw, I done seen situations where people have been under. I'm gonna tell you about this guy, Junior Beckman. Okay, so let you know about him. He probably about 5'3". At the time when I met him, he like 5'3", maybe 120 pounds. He was about 40 years old. So I was like 19. No, I probably was like 21. He was like 40 years old. older dude, you know, and he had a real squeaky voice. Hey, my name Junior Beckman. That's how he sound. And he was real cool. So anyway, to hop off into the story, I'm cleaning my cell. So how you clean your cell? You pull everything out, put it on the range. Um, you know, clean the sink, clean the toilet, do the flow, and boom. So now I got my chairs on the range, and he sailed next to me. I seen him a couple times, but we never really had no conversation. I just see him in passing. Boom, he'll pass my cell to go to his cell. So now I'm sitting on the range, and I'm waiting for my floor to dry. And I got this bag of sandwiches. I got a bag of sandwiches, like bologna sandwiches or something. So I'm sitting out there and I'm eating a sandwich, and he out and he leaning on the rail. So like usually when if I get to cleaning my cell, my neighbors be like, let me use that broom and mop after you. So it'll turn into like a chain reaction type thing, and everybody will get the stuff and start cleaning. So anyway, he's standing out there and he looking at my sandwiches. I see him looking at my sandwiches. He hungry. So I offer him a sandwich. So he said, I'm starving. So I gave him a sandwich. And so he's sitting there, he eating the sandwich. He get to talking to me. So we having small talk. It's a Saturday. I will never forget it. And I'll never forget the day I met him. It was a Saturday. So a whole bunch of college football on and everything. So after my floor dry, I put all my stuff back into the cell, locker box, chairs, everything. He done with his so he asked me to come over to his cell. So I go over to his cell and I got some more sandwiches. He said he was starving. I ain't want no more of the sandwiches. I give him the bag of sandwiches. So now we sitting in the cell, we watching football. We watching college football, probably the old state game. So we talking. And he turning out to be, you know, we having a good conversation. We having a good conversation. So from that day on, when we see each other, we speaking. Hey, what's up, Mr. Beckman? Hey, how you doing? And okay. And so Cypher Five and stuff. So anyway, he liked to play poker. He wasn't getting any money in, so he was borrowing from different people. Um, he was real frail, small too. And he'd like drag his feet, slide his feet like he got slippers on, but he'd have on shoes. Um, so anyway, he borrowed things, Debbie's and cigarettes and things like that until he got his money because he worked at OPI. OPI is like the biggest money maker in the prison. In that prison, I was in Mansfield Correctional at that time. And he worked in OPI. So OPI, they'll get paid like maybe from anywhere from like $50 to $100, depending on how long you worked in there to and your status. So he worked in OPI, but he was like on the lower part of it. But he was gonna be guaranteed to get like $40, $50 a month. You get paid monthly, and that's what you get for working every day for 30 days. You will end up 8 hours. You will get like $40, $50 on the low end. On the high end, you get like 100. Okay, so he knew he had this money coming in, so he like the stuff that he borrowed, he'd be able to pay it back, but it's gonna be all of the money that he got. He ain't gonna have no more money. So his thing was he played poker too. So he played poker throughout the week. Now, if you play in everybody's poker game, it's like my 8-man crew. 6 to 8 man crew on the poker side. If you play in everybody poker game, then you get a house day. So if you house, you guaranteed to you can pitch a no hitter and win it all, but you guaranteed to win at least at this time a box to 2 boxes of cigarettes. You can house with no money and come out on top. So this what he do. So hurry up and make a long story short. He had the kitty where everybody was coming and buying in, and they'll get tapped out. They'll go get some more cigarettes money, cigarettes, coffee, food, whatever you want to bring, you can get in. So, but at this time, it was just mainly all cigarettes. This was in the 90s. So yeah, he had the kitty, but it's a cell behind him where he's sitting. So he had the kitty in the cell behind him. Somebody done snuck in there and stole the kitty. So, and it's this one big Jamaican dude. He big Jamaican. He was on the pod and he was like to think that he was a bully. He liked to think that he was a bully. And Junior had borrowed some stuff from him and owed him, and the debt was supposed to get paid that next day. So somebody went into the cell behind Junior and stole the kitty. So now the kitty gone. At the end of they don't find out that the kitty gone until the end of the night. Then robbed the spot. So when Junior find this out, he going around to all the people that he owed a little bit to. He telling them what's going on because everybody on the whole pod seen him out here playing poker, housing this poker game. He telling them, the kitty got robbed. I don't know who did it, but I got my little state pay. I'll be able to give you a little bit of what I owe you. But he telling everybody, I'm gonna be able to put a little bit of something on what I owe you, so that way I can give you something. Y'all see what happened to me. So we get to the big Jamaican dude. He talking to the Jamaican dude. Bow! Jamaican dude to slap him. Get my get my. So Junior put his head down. He walk off. So I'm like, man, what? He done slapped dude. I didn't like the Jamaican. Limbaugh wouldn't let me go over there. So I don't go over there. He slapped Junior and make a big scene, make a big commotion. Junior put his head down, Junior walk off. Next morning, going to breakfast. We got to come out and sit at the table and wait for a child to be called. The big dude, the Jamaican dude, the slapper comes out and he on the table. He like this on the table, got his arms and like that on the table, waiting on him to call a child. Junior come out his cell. He got on a hoodie. He got it tied up like tight around his neck. And he got his hand in his pocket. Got his hands in his pocket. He walk up behind the Jamaican dude. Jamaican dude don't even know he there. He done reached in and grabbed the Jamaican by his neck and pulled him back like that and was and was stabbing him in his body. Like Junior Beckman he went and got like an OPI glove because he work at OPI and they make gloves and stuff. He took an OPI glove and put it on and like tied the glove around his hand and took the knife and tied the knife in his hand too. So he tied his hand closed. It ain't no way for this knife to come out of his hand. And he got dude by his neck and pulled him and opened his body up and was just behind him and I'm talking about this knife was like, it looked like a knitting needle. It was so long. And he was jugging him and jugging him and jugging him and jugging him, trying to kill him. Nobody put their hands on Junior Beckman. Nobody. And he turned around, he looking, everybody out on the range like, he got some friends. He got some friends. Nobody put their hands on Junior Beckman. I'm like, whoa. But the Jamaican dude he didn't die. They saved him, but Junior tried to kill him. So, just wanted to tell that story about you can't underestimate nobody. Nobody, period. And years later, Junior ended up beating the CO out his head and causing him to be deaf in one ear with a lock in the sock. Beat him with a lock in the sock. Junior Beckman was treacherous, like a little dangerous dude. And I'm gonna say this too. The majority of the people that I met that was dangerous, the most dangerous people that I've met in my life have been smaller individuals. Smaller individuals. It don't be the big puffed up ones. It don't be the ones that be all rah 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 rah. Like these be real small dudes that don't make no noise, none at all until it's bad for you. So yeah, that's my Junior Beckman story. Don't judge a book by its cover. You feel me? Outside looking inside, man. Stick around. We gonna keep it popping. You heard me? It's your guy, Fatty.
I'm so official. I do what I want because I know that I can. I'm so